What is up, my riders? So we are going to be reviewing this amino energy. Taste test it, and that's what's going to be next. Alrighty guys, so fast forward to about a day and a half later. I ended up getting something different. I did the exchange program on Amazon and got it in a difference of a day. So we have something else, because let me tell you what, don't get that stuff. The flavor is not that great. But the flavor was supposed to be blue raspberry. It reminded me of blueberry, but then I was reminded that there is a blueberry flavor that I used to love from the same company, but that's from the real workout stuff. This does have creatine, very, very low. I'm not on my antidepressants anymore, so I don't know if this is going to continually make me hold water weight as much as it was on antidepressants, just because antidepressants also made me gain weight. So it was a noticeable difference. I don't know. But I'm going to try this out just strictly for review anyways. So this is the pre-workout by Gold Standard. It's very inexpensive. If you're looking for quality at a lower rate, definitely check this stuff out. And the blueberry lemonade was always my favorite flavor. The reason why I'm reviewing this is I actually think I did a green apple flavor, but recently they've changed their formula around. As you can see, it comes with a external change as well. So the whole outside is different, and there's no more gold lid on it, so that's how you can tell the main difference. And then also just the label has a nice refresh and kind of like a, literally looks like a carbon fiber print. I don't know if you guys can see that. We're gonna open this up and try it out. Taste test will be the first thing. So the only other downside to the pre-workout that I had besides the taste was the fact that you have to take a lot more to feel anything. The serving sizes were all the way up to 6 cups, which is an insane amount, and for the money it was around the same price as this, but the serving size for this is 1 and there's 30 servings. The downside, you actually have to double that, so it cuts the whole product in half. So essentially you don't have 30 servings now, you have 15. I also want to do this review to see how it tastes. The taste is a big thing with me with pre-workouts, so that's why I really wanted to see if all their products changed flavor-wise, or if it was just in particular that stuff is flavored slightly different than this, because it would be kind of a shame if they toned down the flavor. So I made an absolute mess. I have it all over my hands. This is what happens when you don't shake it up at all. It's kind of just slowly floating towards the bottom. I'm gonna give it a good shake. It says actually on the bottle how long to shake it, so 30 seconds. We're gonna give it a 30-second shake. Try the taste, review the taste, and then get a workout in here and let you guys know afterwards how it helps with the workout. I think I put just a little bit more than a scoop in. 6 to 8 fluid ounces. This is a 16, and I should have drank a lot more, but I didn't. So it might be a little bit watered down, but we'll see if it has a similar taste profile. Anyways, I remember exactly how it tastes. So it still has that, like, I would compare it more to not like a lemonade, more like a lemon head, and the blueberry is more subtle. I'd say overall it was like really sour at the beginning, or at least how I remembered it. It's not as sour, but I guess that's a good thing, because that gets kind of tiring too. You don't want something that's always sour. Eventually it just kind of wears your taste buds out. At least this has some sweet profile to it too. When I do get the little bit of a blueberry, it is sweeter. I always rate Optimum Nutrition's flavors of their pre-workouts above a lot of others. In general, they seem to be consistent, but they also seem to offer some flavors that the majority of the people would like. I didn't get much floating on the bottom, so that's a good sign. So I'm gonna actually do what every other pre-workout recommends. Give it around 15 to 30 minutes to see how long it takes to actually feel the effects of the caffeine and everything that's inside it. But I'm gonna just quickly list off this kind of stuff that comes in the container. I'm gonna have to look down because I don't know exactly. All these pre-workouts have different blends. So calorie wise, there's actually calories in this, 3 grams of carbs, which I guess a small amount of carbs would not hurt you, and it provides energy, so that's a good thing. I'm all for natural stuff for anxiety and depression, and even if you don't experience that, having something that can like just build your mental state a little bit more so that you're happier, you're more prone to work out when you're happier. That's just a proven fact. No one's going to try to be a naysayer when it comes to that. I could always find energy when I took antidepressants because it made me happy. But then the downside is I'm working off the weight from the antidepressant itself. Now that I don't have the weight to worry about, it's more or less, I find that now that I don't have something that helps me artificially be as happy as possible when I wake up. It's sometimes hard to want to push myself, want to go through the rhythm of working out every day. So that I really, really do respect that kind of stuff that pre-workout companies like to throw in there. That's why I specifically look for stuff like that. And that is a common ingredient that I find in my branched chain amino acids from Rari. And I do notice just taking that alone, even just the BCAAs, that I feel a lot better after I take. All the pre-workout companies out there, keep doing that. I absolutely love it. And if I can actually feel a difference with this, especially now that I'm off antidepressants and I can notice more like natural things helping me, I'm going to be more in tuned to buying that over and over again. Because not only is it a pre-workout now, it's something that helps my mood, that helps me get in the mood for working out. So it's something that carries beyond just working out. It will carry on to almost like your everyday life. And then they can sell you even more stuff because it falls under the category of I'm taking it now every day to feel good, not even on the days that I'm working out, taking it just to feel better. Stuff that helps the mind is a go for me with any pre-workouts, and I love to see that, and I'd love to see more of it. Alright guys, I forgot to totally mention this at the beginning. I don't know how I managed. Coming off of the antidepressants was probably the best thing for me. As long as I work out and stuff, I feel a lot better. I feel a lot better than when I didn't work out, when I was off meds, and I feel a lot better when I was on meds working out because I can actually see results now. I actually need to start taking up like walking and stuff, so I need to get myself a good pair of headphones and just start doing it. Getting out, getting sun, just being outside and doing stuff that exposes you to other people. It's really hard when you're a YouTuber, like getting that kind of aspect, but it works wonders. And if you guys were wondering, I'm gonna try to show you guys that I can actually get veins to pop in my shoulders and sometimes my biceps now. I am 185. I don't have like man boobs anymore. That disappeared when I stopped Paxil. I'm now 10 pounds heavier and showing less, which is a good sign. That means that I did have muscle. I was building muscle and I maintained muscle. It's all about like measurements and keeping track of that kind of stuff as well. But my measurements have gone down 2 inches off my waist in total. So I started at like 190 before this. I'm on Paxil and I could not lose any weight. I kept going back up to 190. It's like my body was set. Now, 185 today. That is 3 weeks later. So I am doing it moderately too. I'm only losing 2 pounds a week. I'm making sure that I'm not going too fast, but my metabolism's catching back up, so I don't really have any control of it. I'm still eating a normal diet. It's almost like a fire was ignited inside me. Lifting helps when you actually don't have antidepressants to deal with the weight gain and stuff, turning my metabolism even faster. It's like supercharging everything in me. And just looking at myself in the mirror, it's like I don't even recognize myself. It's almost like I'm going back to where I was at in high school, which is awesome. That was my goal from the start. And I believe that at 180, 179, I'll be able to actually be very ripped, which is good because my ripped weight when I was younger was around like 170. Lifted for a year straight in high school, took a little bit of a break, lifted for a year. my senior year, took a little bit of a break, then got back into it, and then recently got back into it again. So I think overall I actually have some muscle built up. So I'm hoping my goal, I don't have to get down as low to look as ripped. My goal is to try to get around like 10% body fat. I just want to have like a insane like physique where I can see striations and vascularity, and that's about it. That's all I'm going for. Once I can see that, I'll try to train to maintain. Let's go. All right, at a last case scenario, sometimes I can get them more with chest workouts as well. It all depends. As long as I'm using around this, I'm getting lean enough that even you can like see them through the skin. That's always been something I wanted when I was a kid. I was always obsessed getting the bicep vein, but I could never get like the shoulder veins and stuff. Probably because when I was a kid, I was going through the motion, but I never actually extremely pushed myself as much as I do now, but also pre-workouts weren't as big of a thing. The only thing was like the OG C4 and I think Jacked, which isn't around, or they might have remade it, I forget. Never really had pre-workout, so I never could push myself. Now I'm pushing myself beyond my limits and we're getting crazy results. All right, let's get it. I'm gonna do a superset and try to hit 100 for this. All right, guys, I'm trying to hold the camera steady. My hands are actually shaking from that. So after pushing my limits with my chest over and over again, it wasn't a good idea to try to shoot for that, knowing that I probably 100% would not do it. I've been pushing it this whole workout. Right around 40, my arms started to give out, and I thought I was going to drop it because I was still trying to push myself, and I wasn't even the mindset that my body was telling me no. I get a crazy workout high now that I never did on antidepressants. I don't know if it was just how it worked in my mind, if I was already getting the serotonin, so it didn't make me feel better. I don't know. I got addicted to the idea of working out and feeling better, looking better, but in general, nothing compares to the high I feel after a workout off of antidepressants, so I can feel the like serotonin rush, all the endorphins and stuff rushing to your brain. It's totally addicting and totally worth it. If you guys haven't already, please, please, please give it a try. Try to do half of anything, any workout that I do. I literally do these videos on top of everything else to encourage you guys to keep active, and it would help a ton with your immune system too, with everything going on. I just want to better the world with this kind of stuff, and this is the best that I can think of. I am in no way in the best shape ever. I am slowly working towards it. You guys have seen it's been a year plus battle with antidepressants and coming off. I'm finally seeing the results after all this time. If you guys aren't taking antidepressants that make you gain weight, you'll see the results even faster. If you can set yourself up with a goal that is super easy, super low, I would start off by saying, okay, I'm this amount. If I can lose 5 pounds that I should be losing, if you need to lose the weight, not if you're extremely skinny, but if you look in the mirror and say, I could lose 5 pounds, make that a goal. Give yourself plenty of time. I would say everyone in the comments that are like, I just can't do it. I can't get the motivation. I can't get up. I can't do this. It's just your mind playing tricks on you. I have dealt with it forever. Your mind tells you, oh, I don't want to do that today. All you have to do, force yourself to do something. Force yourself to at least get in the push-up position. Even if you don't do push-ups or do full push-ups or even do like legitimate push-ups that you're just starting out, try to do one. Try to find a way to work up a sweat. If it's not lifting, if it's not this type of workout, try to do like squats or try to do running. Just try to break a sweat. As soon as you break a sweat, I'm telling you right now, you're going to be addicted because you're going to get those rush of endorphins. You're going to feel good. You're going to feel what you've been missing, and then you're going to start. So hopefully this helps, guys. I wanted to be motivational with this as well. 100% recommend this stuff. I'm going to see within the next week or so and give you guys an update in the comments on a pinned comment if you guys want, but I'm going to see how creatine handles. If it doesn't affect me, I'll continue to take it. If it does, I'll just find something that's creatine free. There's plenty of options out there, but last one I wouldn't recommend. It was both Optimum Nutrition, but I don't recommend their BCAAs unless you're only going for BCAAs. And if you're going for flavor, I wouldn't get the Blue Raz, because that was more like a weird blueberry that didn't taste like blueberry, whereas this blueberry lemonade actually tastes like something. It tastes like lemony with blueberry hints. Hopefully you guys enjoy this stuff. I'm gonna keep trying to do more workout videos for you guys to keep you motivated, to keep you pumped, to keep you guys going, and hopefully you guys can follow along in my footsteps. I love you. Make sure to be happy, stress less. I'll see you in the next one. As always,